Shocking allegations against Will Smith, a violinist who was a finalist on America's Got Talent and performed in Smith's band, is accusing the star of predatory behavior.
I know to do what we do, you got to be able to you got to be able to have people talk crazy about you.
And it's already known that Benny Medina has done things. It's not like I'm trying to throw dirt on a man's name. I'm just telling y'all what happened and how Shan's career went. Whoop.
You heard about this tape that's being shopped around, a Diddy and another Mill? They say the other Mill is an A-list celebrity.
There's only one that I could come up with, Will Smith.
Kevin Hart just dropped a bombshell that no one saw coming. What he revealed about Will Smith and the ways Hollywood shaped him is shocking. From claims of abuse within the Smith family to secret humiliation rituals, and even accounts of Will being groomed, the story only gets darker. In this video, we'll break down everything Kevin Hart had to say about Will Smith.
People throw millions of dollars in my face to do something I didn't want to do. And what? Just, you've been offered, yeah. Oh, they're in the room.
Yeah, I don't want to. Yeah. That was my way of cueing you. Like, it's open dialogue.
Yeah. You want me to keep talking about it?
By all means, we can talk about anything, but
don't do it.
Yeah,
Will Smith was once one of Hollywood's most respected actors. But in recent years, as more details about his relationship with Jada and her open relationships have surfaced, his reputation has taken a serious hit. Fans and critics are asking the same question. Why does Will break down in tears on camera every time his family comes up instead of addressing his marriage? And why does he let himself be humiliated repeatedly on national TV?
You know Esther Perel is coming to the table. She's going to be at the red table. Would you say she has been instrumental in you and I redefining our relationship?
I would say don't just start filming me without asking me.
Oh my goodness.
If you could film
Esther, come help us again, please. I'm still dealing with foolishness.
Because she don't just...
Would you say that she helped us heal the hurts that we caused one another?
My social media presence is my bread and butter, okay? So you can't just use me for social media and not, don't just start I'm standing in my house.
Kevin Hart recently connected the dots, even joking at the BET Awards about celebrities partying with Diddy in front of billionaires and industry leaders. Allegedly, Will Smith's rise to fame came with hidden sacrifices. His breakout role in Fresh Prince wasn't just about talent. Will's manager, Benny Medina, spotted him at an after-party hosted by Harvey Weinstein, cleared the room, and had Will audition on the spot. That moment changed everything for Will Smith. And what happened to Benny Medina afterward is equally shocking.
Now, here's the deal, and here's how you got to look at it, right? Y'all don't understand that why y'all only heard 3 albums out of Shan in his whole entire life and career is because I was blackballed in the music industry. Why? For calling Benny Medina a bundle of sticks. Okay? But before that, now remember, when I first came out with my albums, you see Shan with the Puma suits and you see Shan with the Pumas and b-boying. Now, once I got to Warner Brothers, what happened? They tried to mold and shape me into something else and make my image more acceptable by people. So they wanted me to be in the tuxedo. I went with it because you're going to listen to the nigga with the check, right? So here comes Play It Again Shan. But that all was a move to develop Shan into this Fresh Prince guy. We ain't in a rush. I'm on Warner Brothers. All of the dots are connected. But they didn't connect the dots that I was from the projects, and I don't play that bullshit. And so from the time that I told Benny Medina what I said to him, my career went whoop, whoop, and I was up for that role. And it's not you know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm putting this out there just to try and, I'm telling my story. So if y'all don't want to hear my story, you want to get mad because I'm telling you what I know, that's your business. Because I know Benny Medina is that kind of dude, right? I was up for that role now. I ain't got, listen, people are saying whatever they say about him now. I'm just saying that I know what happened with Tevin Campbell. Tevin Campbell was a nice little kid when I met him. Next thing you know, I just dodged that bullet because I knew what a pedophile looked like before he even tried to approach me with that. You know what I'm saying? And it's already known that Benny Medina has done things. It's not like I'm trying to throw dirt on a man's name. I'm just telling y'all what happened and how Shan's career went. Whoop. How you gonna tell Benny Medina? Oh my God, you know what I'm saying?
MC Shan said no to Benny, and that's why he lost out on the Fresh Prince. But there was one person who didn't say no, Will Smith. He was willing to do whatever it took to make it big, even reflecting on this mindset after the Oscars slapping incident. In Hollywood, he explained, a lot of the time you have to say yes to things you don't want to do to get ahead.
Now, know to do what we do, you got to be able to take abuse. You got to be able to have people talk crazy about you. In this business, you got to be able to have people disrespecting you. And you got to smile and you got to pretend like that's okay. But Richard Williams, and what I loved, thank you, D. Denzel said to me a few minutes ago, he said, at your highest moment, be careful, that's when the devil comes for you.
Will Smith's pattern of obedience began when he said yes to Benny Medina, and it didn't stop there, extending into his personal life. Everyone now knows that Jada has been unfaithful for years, while Will is expected to stand by and act like everything is fine. On an episode of Red Table Talk, Jada even laughed about her infidelity, leaving Will to sit there crying and looking utterly miserable. In Hollywood, it seems loyalty is rare, and Will is forced to endure it all.
It's about you all the time.
Right.
You know, just lots of rumors and tabloids and all of that. And you were very careful in the book not in a whiny way or whatever. Let me clarify this.
Right.
Let me clarify these things that have been said. And one of the things that you are careful to clarify is it was never an open relationship.
Thank you. I'm glad, yes. It was
a transparent. You say it's a transparent relationship. And what do you mean by that?
So transparent meaning, look, I wasn't going to fool myself into thinking that we as 20-some-year-olds, babies, mind you, getting married and living in Tinseltown, spending a lot of time apart, okay, that we weren't going to run into temptation situations.
You're young, beautiful, rich, temptation.
Right.
You're apart a lot. Temptation is raining down
on you. Right,
Yeah.
Exactly, right? And I'm like, hey, we got to be in partnership with this. Like, I wanted to face it head on and just go, I didn't want to create a culture of deceit or betrayal between us. And I just wanted to be real about it from the gate. I had seen so much just with, I knew what street fame brought dudes. Okay? I knew what street fame brought. And I'm like, if street fame does that, I can only imagine what global fame does. And from me, my own experience walking into rooms, all eyes on me, and how intoxicating that was as a young woman. You know what I mean? It's like I had been there and done that, you know, in regards to my earlier years before I met Will. But I just knew that I just wasn't going to set myself up that way. But it was never an open marriage, you know, and like either one of us get to do whatever we want to do. That was never the case.
As you say in the book, it's about eliminating the possibility of betrayal.
Yeah.
If something happens or you want it to happen, talk about it.
Absolutely.
Which is the healthiest way to go.
Listen.
Because it happens to everybody.
Will Smith allowed himself to be manipulated just to land the role in Fresh Prince. Much like Diddy, the pressures and abuse he faced shaped him into a hardened figure. And now, just weeks ago, a new lawsuit surfaced accusing Will of assault and grooming.
Shocking allegations against Will Smith, a violinist who was a finalist on America's Got Talent and performed in Smith's band, is accusing the star of predatory behavior. Jim Murray has the details.
Will Smith faces serious allegations in an explosive lawsuit just filed. This violinist is accusing Smith of predatory behavior and sexual exploitation Before filing the lawsuit, he posted this cryptic message.
Unfortunately, some things happened, and I can't get into the details of exactly what that was.
Brian Joseph King made a name for himself when he competed on America's Got Talent and dazzled the audience and judges with his incredible talent, placing as a top 3 finalist in 2018. Judge Heidi Klum was so impressed, she ran on stage and gave him a hug. Last year, Joseph was hired to go on tour with Will Smith and his band. Today, the violinist claims Smith told him, "You and I have such a special connection that I don't have with anyone else." He says after he made allegations of sexual harassment to Will Smith's management team, he was fired.
Getting fired or getting blamed or shamed or threatened or anything like that, simply for reporting sexual misconduct or safety threats at work, is not okay.
Will Smith's attorney is firing back, calling the allegations false, baseless, and reckless. They are categorically denied, and we will use all legal means available to address these claims and to ensure that the truth is brought to light.
And this is just one of the many allegations recently surfacing. These issues have been building for years. Claims of an intimate relationship between Will Smith and Dwayne Martin, brought forward by his closest security guard, are only the tip of the iceberg in the turmoil surrounding Will's marriage to Jada. The lies run much deeper, and it's far from a single fling. Will is facing accusations that suggest a much larger pattern.
And then I saw sexual acts that when I walked in on.
Who'd you walk in on?
Him and Dwayne Martin.
Okay.
Hollywood is the hurry up and wait game. So 3 minutes later, after them telling me, "Hey, you got eyes on Will, we need him to come watch this." So I'm running all over the studio. He's not in his dressing room. I go to the cafeteria. I'm like, "What?" But I see his car there. I'm like, "Where's this guy at?" So now I'm holding Dwayne down too. So I have the keys to his dressing room. So I'm like, "Yo," and they're calling I'm on walkie-talkie and they calling my cell phone. "Yo, we need to get Will here." I'm like, "Yo, kind of down." Like, I'm trying to find this. Like, this is unlike him, right? So, all right, I open the door to Dwayne's dressing room, and that's when I see Dwayne and having a with Will.
Let me process that for a second.
There was a couch, and Will was bent over on the couch, and Dwayne was standing up on him. Like, it was murder.
And we can't overlook the connection between Diddy and Will Smith. Just like Will, Diddy reportedly allowed other men to be intimate with his girlfriend, adding another layer to the controversies surrounding them.
I saw a guy on the internet the other day who said he used to be your security guard, who said that when you were dating J-Lo, Will Smith and Jada tried to pick her up on a threesome and you were going to beat up Will Smith. Is that true?
I don't know what you're talking about. Jimmy, I thought we was friends. Right?
We were at a birthday party that I think either Matt Damien was giving for Ben Affleck. It was just a little gathering. It was at the Four Seasons. Will Smith and his sister and her husband, we were all sitting on this side of the room. Matt Damien, Ben Affleck, Jennifer Lopez, Puff, Will Smith, and Jada, and it was sitting on the other side of the room. So I know Puff so well that he stood up. When he stood up, he walked and did his own some kind of way, like, and then he went like this, like, and I went over towards him. I know to go over there towards him. So I go over towards him, and he said to me, he said, "Yo, I think Will and Jada is trying to scoop up Jennifer. I want you to stay close because I'm going to snuff him." I said to myself, Will Smith going to beat the shit out you. Now, Puff could scrap now, but I don't think he could beat Will Smith. You know what I'm saying? But he could scrap. You know what I'm saying? So then he said that shit. So I didn't go back over there where Will Smith's sister and her husband was. I stayed like about, if he snuffed Will, I could move slow enough that Will could probably get 2 or 3 punches back in. Yeah, but that's funny. He thought that Jada and Will was coming on too strong to Jennifer, making advances.
The connection goes beyond just similar behavior or attending Diddy's parties. Will Smith allegedly appears on the infamous Freakoff tapes that Diddy created. Diddy's former bodyguard, Gene Deal, confirmed that Will was on these recordings, which reportedly featured multiple high-profile celebrities. According to Gene, Will's name is clearly listed, and the tapes are currently in the hands of the FBI.
You heard about this sex tape that's being shopped around, a Diddy and another Mill? They say the other Mill is an A-list celebrity.
I would wonder if he's white or black. And if I'm looking at any black guys that are A-listers that's bigger than Diddy, is only one that I could come up with. And there's a few I could come up with. Will Smith, he's bigger than Diddy. I would think Nick Cannon is bigger than Diddy. Who else on the black that are black actors or black in the business that's an A-lister that's bigger than Diddy, that's black? That's hard to think. But then if you got the A-listers, you know, you got to realize he ran with that that Rat Pack, and I don't even say their names because they said I got their names wrong last time. What's his name? Kushner. What's the other guy? Leonardo. Yeah, his name. Man, I don't keep up with these cats, but I heard that that's not only the tape that's being shopped. There's some other tapes out there, other people too with him, and him doing some things with some other people. So it's quite a few tapes that might be out there, what they're hearing, and I don't want to see the tapes, but I want to know if they're really true. Because if they got some tapes out there and it was some underage, whether it's celebrities or not, it's gonna be crazy, bro.
This interview shattered whatever credibility Will Smith had left. He's now doing everything he can to clear his name. At a recent concert in San Diego, Will publicly distanced himself from Diddy, insisting he has nothing to do with him and rejecting any support for the mogul.
The world we're in right now, it's really hard for y'all to discern what's real and what's true, you know? And I've been seeing y'all memes and stuff. People be making memes. I see the memes. I see them now. Some of that stuff is funny. Some of it's funny. But I haven't addressed any of this publicly, but I just want to say this very clearly. I don't have to do with Puffy, so y'all can stop all them memes. I can stop all of that. I ain't been nowhere near no damn freak off. Listen, I do enough of my own. Don't be putting me in other people's. I ain't been nowhere near that, man. I ain't did none of that stupid. So, whenever y'all hear it, if somebody say that, it's a damn lie. I don't even like baby oil. That's not funny. I haven't said that publicly. I just did. Y'all the first time. I usually don't respond to dumb stuff because it's like people. It's so many things people say, so much stuff. But you know that one, your memes was doing too much. Y'all was having me mad.
The most serious accusation against Will Smith involves Butcher Gray, a young actor he was allegedly mentoring. Berkshire, known for his role in Empire, has now turned to work as an adult entertainer. While Will claimed he was going to mentor Berkshire, no one could have anticipated that this is what he meant.
It's just great. I'm watching him, he's with my man Charlie Mack. So Charlie was with me every step of the way. First out the limo. So Charlie has been with me, 30 years coming up in the business. So, he's surrounded by a whole lot of strength. He's surrounded by a whole lot of love. And all he has to do is add discipline, and he's going to be all right.
It's like Uncle Will, Who is best to give you advice? And it's Will Smith, and I'm getting so much good advice. I got my first acting role, Empire, and it's changing my life. And it's like I'm listening from the greatest, and it's like making me well prepared to work with Taraji and Terrence Howard,
Put out an interview with Will Smith grabbing Alfonso Rivera, squeezing his nipple and trying to put his finger in his. Jada responded to the first global interview that I did with you.
That was a global interview.
Yes, it went all over the world.
It was in Arabic, I saw it.
Yeah, it's India, everywhere. I talked for 2 hours.
Okay.
And I said some pretty, what some people may think to be outrageous things, but I knew them to be true and had the evidence to show that it was true. That's when Jada responded out of anger, not out of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Because for her to be a global iconic superstar, you rushed to the Breakfast Club to say, number one, that, I extorted you. There was a money shakedown. You said you didn't have all the facts. So that puts you in legal jeopardy right now. You said all the facts will come out. None of the facts came out. Now you, Will, and yourself are in legal jeopardy. Her lawyer sends me a cease and desist letter, which I had to report him to the bar. Kenneth B. Hurt, because he said, I never knew Will, that I never worked for Will, and that he said he represented Willard Carroll Smith, which is Will's real name. But he was asking me to take down statements from Jada. So that's what we call in law overreaching. You cannot, if you're saying you represent Will, you can't compel me to do something against Jada. Okay. Right? So I already knew that I had him legally. So I said, okay, I got y'all. Now, once that happened, there was another interview, of course, when she came outside and reiterated that she was suing, right? And there was another interview with TMZ just after that where one of the cameramen asked Jada, hey, Jada, have you seen Will with any men before? And her answer was no. So now that's a lie too, because I put out an interview with Will Smith grabbing Alfonso Rivera, squeezing his nipple and trying to put his finger in his butt. After that, they reached out to me through many people, one being Charles Austin, aka Charlie Mack, the federal informant. He reached out to me through a friend. From my understanding, allegedly, it was Will and Charlie.
As you might expect, Will Smith completely denies that anything ever happened between him, Wayne Martin, or any other man, claiming all the witnesses are lying. Jada even appeared on The Breakfast Club to back him up, saying she plans to sue Ballal for making the allegations in the first place.
The No Soccer Mom chapter, right? You shoot down every rumor there's ever been about y'all. That y'all are swingers, that y'all were both gay and playing each other's biz, that y'all were sleeping with whomever you choose.
Yeah.
How does it feel in 2023 to still have those same rumors out about people you love, like Will and Dwayne?
I know.
That just came out too recently.
Yeah, and let me just say this. It's ridiculous, right? And it's nonsense. And this is a person that tried a money shakedown that didn't work. We're going to take legal action. Because it's one thing to have your opinion about somebody versus just making up salacious, malicious stories. Mm-hmm. So that's actionable. So we're going to roll with that.
But none of this actually happened, and Ballal is here to explain exactly why.
Jada said she was going to sue you. Did she sue you, and why are you suing her? Can you elaborate there?
So, well, yes, Jada went on several platforms, The Breakfast Club, TMZ, saying that she was going to sue me and so forth, and so on. Will was going to sue me, and the answer is no, because you can't sue somebody for telling the truth, right? That's number one. Then number two is that I said in an interview, if she didn't sue me, I was going to sue her. And I dared her to sue me because, like I said, being around Will for 38 years and Jada for almost 3 decades, I saw a lot of things that I believe to be criminal within that time. So at the end of the day, if you want to uh, say you're going to sue or whatever, now's your chance. You could just countersue, right? But she hasn't done nothing yet. The only thing she's done was allegedly pay all these people like Megyn Kelly, the TMZs, and all these people to put smear campaigns out on me, right? The Megyn Kelly's calling me a glamour. I never knew Will. Well, how did I never know Will? And we got, I'm on this. He just shot me out on his first album, and all the way to his book, Will, his autobiography, where he talks about me in the book, put my picture in the book, and put my name in the book. So it's no denying that. And if you play a little bit more, you'll see how repugnant and diabolical Megyn Kelly is for some money.
Bala wasn't lying, and several other celebrities in the industry backed up his claims. What makes this even more disturbing is how these stories all follow the same pattern: powerful names, private rooms, and a system built to protect stars at any cost while silencing anyone who dares to speak out.
The rumors of Will Smith being gay and having gay relations with who was it with?
Did he?
I know, right? Hold on. So apparently Will's assistant, which I don't know if this is true or not. I mean, the whole thing sounds fishy because the same guy tried to interview on my platform and I said no, but he claims he saw Will Smith with Dwayne Martin.
Oh yeah.
I know. I know nothing about this. This is crazy.
I mean, well, you should interview Tisha
Campbell, who was married to Dwayne Smith. That'd be an interesting interview.
Wouldn't it?
It would. You know her?
I do.
All right. Let's make some phone calls.
I don't know. But I mean, and then there's, what would be said and what wouldn't be said. But, I heard more rumors about Dwayne than Will.
Oh, you heard rumors about Dwayne? Oh. I heard some rumors about Will and Jada, which I won't mention because I'll get sued. But I've heard some rumors.
Will Smith might still be standing, but Diddy is facing serious trouble. Just like Kevin Hart, 50 Cent is now going after everyone connected to minors in Hollywood. Diddy's kids may be trying to come to his rescue, but at this point, it might be too late to save him.
We got Diddy's son, Christian Combs, and 50 Cent taking shots back and forth at each other. And all of this back and forth between 50 Cent and Diddy's son started because 50 Cent shared a already viral video of Christian Combs performing with a group that Diddy managed named Total. In this performance, Christian Combs is telling the audience, "I'm gonna say bad and y'all say boy," and he keeps doing it and nobody's saying anything. When I say bad, y'all say boy, bad. And then Christian Combs comments on 50 Cent's post that includes this video of that happening, and he says the real reason why the senior citizen Curtis is angry and keeps posting me is cause his baby mom, which I'm sure by now most of you know the lore that Diddy was with 50 Cent's baby mom, Daphne Joy, and she is one of the Jane Doe victims that testified against Diddy. And there are comments under Christian Combs' post tagging him like, hey, isn't that the same woman that put your dad in jail? And even people saying, how is he a senior citizen when your dad is older than 50 Cent? Even have people in the comments telling Christian Combs to close his mouth when he takes a picture. And this is because when Christian Combs and 50 Cent went at each other after the Diddy Netflix documentary dropped, where Christian Combs put on X, "On my dad, if I see 50 Cent, I will F out of him." And then 50 Cent responded saying, "Little bro, close your mouth when you take pictures. I've been rich 3 different times. Sold records, sold shows, sold liquor, sold power. You're still living off Wi-Fi and legacy. Relax." And I was literally waiting all night last night for the reply from 50 Cent, because if you know him, you know he's going to say something back to Christian Combs actually replying in his comment section, which he did. He posted this funny video and said, "My son said after this song blow up, he's going to bail me out of jail." And 50 Cent says, "Come on, Christian, you can do better than that, man, LOL. No, seriously, how's your case going? The one where you drugged the girl on the boat."
Whether all the allegations are ultimately proven or not, one thing is clear. These stories are no longer being kept behind closed doors. As more insiders speak out, Hollywood may finally have to face the very system it spent years protecting. What do you think about these claims? Is Will Smith a victim of the system or one of its beneficiaries? Share your thoughts in the comments below.